So again, luck is preparation plus opportunity. The opportunity really is here and is going to come and get even better. We hope you're prepared, but you might be asking, well, why should I use HomeQuest Mortgage? Dad, if you don't mind, you've been around, you've been in lending for.
When I first started, and this is a long time ago, I worked for a national lender. They had offices throughout the United States. And it was just frustrating. Sometimes I would go to the underwriters, we would discuss a loan, and they wouldn't do it for this reason or that reason. It just became very frustrating. And so I was with this lender for about 2 years, and then I went to a local banker, and it got a lot better. Things could get through easier, but I was still frustrated. And it wasn't until 2001 decided to open up HomeQuest Mortgage, and now my son Jordan has joined me. And it is amazing the national wholesale lenders that we have access to that are on our side, on your side, and will help us. And they have fantastic products and access that is unbelievable. And it's just a win-win for us.
Yeah. Right here. Convenience can cost you. One thing that we wanted to bring up, most people get their loan either from a bank or from like a broker or a banker that has a bit more options. Convenience can cost you. If you go to a bank, they can only offer you their rates. They can offer you their products. We can offer you tons and tons of different lenders' products, wholesale lender products. And one thing about the banks is they aren't, I have to be careful how I say this. They're licensed, but they're not as heavily scrutinized as mortgage brokers are. In 2008, during the recession, mortgage brokers took a lot of the brunt of the blame for what happened. And honestly, it is probably a little bit of both mortgage brokers and bankers, but now mortgage brokers are heavily scrutinized, whereas the banks aren't.
As a mortgage broker, as a loan officer, so it used to be that I, as a responsible individual, owner of a company, was responsible for loan officers. Loan officers did not have to be licensed. Now, as a mortgage broker or any loan officer working for a brokerage, they have to be individually licensed. They have to have an NMLS number. They have to have prepared, studied, passed a test. They have to know information that is important for the consumers and to protect them. And we are scrutinized heavily. If you want to join an industry that has the most government scrutiny, become a mortgage broker.
Yeah. So going back to banks, this is what we do full time. My dad's 4th generation Arizonan. I'm 5th generation. We know our community. We know it well. We're local experts, whereas the bank, they don't do mortgages full time. They do it on the side because it's convenient, because they already have the clientele. We're not saying we're the best always. We're not. Sometimes banks have better products here and there, but we definitely can give you better options. I added this little clip because one of my first clients was affected by this during COVID. Wells Fargo was not applying their forbearance numbers right, and long story short, Wells Fargo got busted for if I can even point in the right direction, for not handling it right. You're not going to have those kind of issues with us. Not only that, but we care about you guys. You're not just some number. When we work with you, you're going to communicate with us. You're not going to be sent off to a 1-800 number somewhere else. We're going to be accessible, and you'll hear from us when we think we can help you improve your situation. Little example, just this year, had a client, we're reviewing their mortgage to see how things were looking, and we saw that there was an opportunity to help them save some money on their interest. And so it saved them $80,000 for their total loan. They lowered their payments. What we're getting at is we're here. We're not going anywhere. Sometimes you work with an online lender or a bank and it's a one-stop shop and you never hear from them again, we're going to get you the best deal possible. And if you ever have questions, you can always reach out to us. We're always available to help.